guys. Yes, so today is the 30th of July. It's Monday, and I basically just went into HR to sign the documents. I am officially an employee. Discussed medical aid. I have to change my medical aid. I have to move from my current medical aid to the school's one. So I need to look at how this pillow makes this whole car look orange. So I just need to move it. Doesn't that look much better already? So I need to drive to the bed and breakfast right now. I don't actually know. I've got water there, and I've got I didn't eat my fruit from the morning breakfast. I'm feeling a bit hungry, and I'll show you how fast it takes to get there. Between the bread and breakfast and where I am is literally 2 minutes drive. And let me tell you, coming from Wetsna, where parking is like a union issue. Parking is such a mission at Wits. Like, you have to get there at least 30 minutes before you have to be anywhere, so you can actually look for parking and stuff. But yeah, parking is galore. Like, I literally have my choice of parking. Not that I have a car. This is a rental, by the way, so I've got it for a few days, and then they arranged it for me. I'm sorry if you guys are bouncing. Hey Gavsters, how you Gavsters doing? So actually today it is Tuesday. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit. I'm actually just wearing this top because I'm still in the bed and breakfast. I still need to get dressed and all of that kind of stuff, but it's been pretty interesting. So I have been trying to find a place to stay because I've moved to a whole new city. And basically when I left Joburg, there was an apartment that I saw online, and it looked really nice. And the nice thing about that apartment was that it was like a short-term lease, so it was available until December. So that way it would allow me to basically get to know Port Elizabeth really well, and also yeah, get to know the areas, and then finally decide in which area I would like to live in, and then live in that area, you know. So because you don't know a city, you don't know like what kind of, where are safe places, where are funky places, where are hip and happening neighborhoods, where is the rent low but the sizes of the apartments big, and those kinds of things. Like, you need to sort of know the city well in order to be able to make that decision, or at least know people in the city who can tell you. So, and also, I mean, you want to look at logistics, closest to work, closest to shopping centers, and that kind of thing. So I found this apartment online. I really liked it because it looked really nice in the pictures, but also it would allow me the short-term lease that I needed in order to make the decisions that I needed to make. And then so I arrived on Sunday. The idea was to hopefully see it on Monday, which is the 30th, and then possibly sign the documents and pay the lease agreement and the rent and all of that stuff. But the tenant that's in there, I am told, is saying that we can only come today, which is Tuesday. So, which has freaked me out, because I had initially requested the bed and breakfast basically to last me until the 1st. So I've had to go to the bed and breakfast lady and just say, look, can I please have the extension to the full 7 days, the full week, so that I'm not under pressure and I'm not under stress, and I can just chillax. And even if I do secure the other apartment, I can just chillax in the bed and breakfast and wait for my clothes to be delivered, because as you guys saw, Bed Elves came to collect them from Johannesburg and they're transporting them down to PE. So that is what is basically happening now. Luckily the B&B that I'm staying at, they did actually have space for me to stay that extra 5 days, because I was like, oh my god, I need to unpack everything. And you guys, I packed like a big suitcase, because I was like, if anything happens to my clothes, if there's any delay, I must at least be able to function for a good 2 to 3 weeks without requiring anything of the clothes that I've packed that are coming with the movers. So I mean, I've got a big suitcase. I'm just looking at it now going, oh my god, I've made myself very comfortable in the bathroom. I'm not a messy person. I'm not a like dirty person, but I do have a tendency of spreading my things around. So maybe it's messy for some people. I call it organized. Yeah, it's still mess. Organized mess is still mess. But yeah, I'm a clutter rat. Like I tend to have stuff all over the place. So especially in the bedroom and the bathroom, like all other areas of the house, like I can keep relatively like sparse, because I actually don't like a lot of knickknacks like furniture and like little ornaments and things like that. I'm not an ornament person, or even really pictures, but I do tend to like spread books around, clothes around, and that kind of stuff. So my bedroom and my bathrooms are always a bit like, my makeup must be out, mustn't be like, must be out. Anyway, well, how did we get here? So yeah, I am very excited about this PE. Yesterday, as I told you guys, I went in to see HR. I signed my contract. We discussed medical aid, because I have to move medical aid companies, and I start work tomorrow. Luckily, I start work tomorrow, and my skin is getting so much better after, like, it was a mess. It was a mess, you guys. Like, woo, this last, my skin went from like from hero to zero so quickly. But it's coming back, so please don't mind it. I mean, even here, I had like an outbreak on my chest, you guys. I had an outbreak of pimples on my chest. So that's on my arms, just really bad. But it seems to be clearing up. I've started the Retin-A. But when I went to Swaziland last week, I wanted to buy a new tube, because the tube that I had was, because I stopped it in the middle, it was like a quarter of a tube, and they didn't have, like, I went to like 5 different pharmacies, they didn't have. So I need to get my sister to buy me some more and post it. I look so scruffy, man. Okay, let's put you guys far. Let's put you far. Anyway, so I am really actually excited about the move. I'll do a whole thing about the job and the negotiations, and yeah, I know this job came out of nowhere, and it did come out of nowhere, but I really feel like it's like a blessing, you know, because you guys remember in my Q&A I was talking about possibly moving back to Swaziland and that kind of thing, and this is really honestly for the next best thing, because P is quite a small city. Everything is close to each other. It's small in size, and in, you know, some places can be small and feel big. This is probably big but feels small. So I really like it. I think this is what I really needed after a very stressful time last couple of weeks, but also I just felt like my time in Johannesburg was done, you know, like that's how I felt. I felt like my time in Johannesburg was done, and that's why even in the Q&A I was like, I really want to move back to Swaziland, no, because I mean, I'm relatively lucky because I've always had like a place to stay. I've had really good friends, a great support structure, and that kind of stuff. But like Johannesburg is like, you know, like everyone is like on it, you know. And I also just, I think I like change. I like moving. I like being in uncomfortable spaces, and I think I just got very comfortable in Johannesburg. Like, it was tough, and in one way that toughness really messed with my brain, but also I got really comfortable because I've been there for so long that I stopped pushing myself, you know. I was very comfortable at varsity, which is one of the reasons possibly my PhD is taking so long. Is like just way too comfortable in the university, way too comfortable in my department. Yeah, like just the motivation to do anything more than like what I know is the absolute necessary just wasn't there. Like, I just didn't have motivation to do anything other than the bare minimum. So this is a new chapter. It's a new role altogether. I mean, I've taught before and that kind of thing, but this is definitely, I've always taught as a sessional lecturer, so basically either taking over someone's course or very short term, and not necessarily, you know, and this is like really full term, setting up my own courses, you know, even including some of my work in the courses and not necessarily just whatever is the set syllabus for the year and that kind of stuff. So I'm really, really, really excited about this. I can't wait for the students. I saw the university. It's really quite lovely. Yeah, my university is very uphill and downhill and all sorts of things. This one is very flat and cute and lovely. And yeah, I'm excited, and I will see you guys, I think, let me wrap this video up. So I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, Gabsters, bye.